Hi, welcome to the video. My name's Gerry Gould, and I've been selling cars for over 40 years. Well, I haven't been selling cars, but in the car business for over 40 years. I've been training, coaching sales consultants, sales managers, and F&I managers over the past 20 years. Just look up my resume. What I'm about to share with you is some tips for the beginning car salesperson. That's the person just getting into the business. And I want to share with you what I feel the most important or the most essential components of selling cars today. The things that you should definitely focus on when you first get into the business. The first thing you want to focus on is whether you get a customer on the phone or an email or through the internet or however you get that customer, you want to make sure you set the right stage. What I mean by that is you want to build a really good foundation with that customer. And it all starts with the meet and greet. You want to be welcoming in the meet and greet. If it's on the phone, thanks for calling. No matter what happens, thanks for calling. Tell them your name and then ask them what they're calling for. If they're on the lot, welcome them to the dealership. My name's Gerry Gould. Welcome to my dealership. Are you here for sales or service? And open up a dialogue with them. Are you here for sales or service? No, they're here for sales. Great. Have you spoken to anybody at the dealership yet? No, they haven't. That's how you do a wonderful meet and greet and set a connection with your customer, because you're determining why they're at the dealership. Are you here for sales or service? The customer says, I'm here for sales. This is what I want you to do next. Have you spoken to anybody at the dealership? Customer says, no, I haven't. And then you say to them, that gives me an opportunity to share some information with you. And you ask permission to proceed. May I? Customer says, sure. And you want to try to get them in the showroom. Because one of the biggest mistakes that sales consultants make is they allow the customer to manage the process. As beginning in sales, what you need to learn to do is you need to learn to manage the process. And it all starts with setting the stage, setting the right foundation, the meet and greet. Once they get on that lot, welcome them, state your name, ask them what they're there for. Once they tell you, ask to proceed, and get them in the showroom. The next thing you have to do, which is often overlooked by a lot of sales consultants, let's face it, in today's selling world, 80 to 90% of the customer's job is done before they even step foot in the dealership. Look at it this way. Every customer goes through three stages or journeys. First journey is the awareness journey. They're aware they want a vehicle. The second stage would be the discovery stage. That's when they start doing the research online. This is an absolute fact. 80%, 90% of your customers are doing the research online. They're trying to discover exactly what they want. More importantly, who they want to do business with. Sure, price has something to do with it, but not right now, because they can get all that information online. You know that because you're computer savvy. If you're just getting into the business, you know all about computers. You know all about the internet. You know all the information that you can get by just Googling it. Well, that's what your customer's doing. They're getting all this information. Once they determine exactly what they want, they start looking for dealerships and people they want to do business with. That's why setting the stage is so important. That's why you have to form a connection with that customer. Don't talk price with the customer unless the customer asks. Be direct with the customer. That's another tip that I got to give you. Transparency is the new green. What does transparency mean? You can see right through it, right? If you're not transparent, they're going to know. So be transparent, be upfront, be yourself. That's another tip. You get into the car business, you were hired because of who you are. Be yourself. You know, I once sat with a sales consultant. He was just got out of high school. Then he went to the dealership to become a sales consultant. They hired him because of his personality. Then when he became a sales consultant at his dealership, he tried to mimic all the veteran sales consultants. Then he realized after I talked to him that he wasn't himself anymore, that he wasn't being himself. He wasn't being authentic. You have to be authentic. You have to be yourself because people can see right through fakeness. Seriously, especially today. Number one, set the right stage. Number two, be authentic. Number three, is probably one of the most important, is have the right attitude. Every morning when you get to work, you got to aim high because aim high is soaring. Aim low is boring. You know, you got to dress for success. You got to look the part because the better you look, the better you feel, the better your attitude is. That's another tip. Once you start to manage that sales process with that customer because you set the right tone by getting a great meet and greet, by getting them in the showroom, then you do one of the most important steps that is often overlooked called the needs assessment. Regardless if the customer knows exactly what they want or not, you have to go through some type of needs assessment. Let's assume that the customer knows they want a Honda Accord, for example. They know the equipment they want. One of the questions you want to ask them as part of the needs assessment is what attracted you to this vehicle? Why is that equipment so important? What is it about the Honda Accord that you like so much? Then ask them, are you comparing it to any other vehicles? You want to get through that so you can have a logical, intelligent conversation with them. So you're going to do a needs assessment regardless if they know what they want or they don't know what they want. Now let's assume that they don't know what they want. They want a pickup. They're looking at various pickups. Maybe they just started a new job. You found this out as you were walking in the showroom because you want to form a connection with that customer. Not a lot of small talk, but direct talk, precise talk, transparent talk. Okay. Once they give you permission to proceed, when you say they're here for sales, that gives me an opportunity to share information with you. May I? And they say, sure. And as you're walking in the showroom, you're managing the deal. Have that conversation with them. One of the things you want to do if you're getting into the business, you learn from this, you get better and better as time goes on. You're in your tenure, you want to have inference. What does inference mean? Inference means you want to pick something up. For example, they may be wearing a Green Bay Packers sweatshirt, and you're a fan of Green Bay Packers. Or they may have a bumper sticker that you know something about. So you want to be observant as well. That's another tip that I can give you. So I'm throwing a lot of tips at you. Line them all up at the end. You need to focus on those things. The other thing you got to do, present purchase options to the customer. Stop asking, buyers are liars. That's probably one of the most common phrases that you'll hear in a dealership. Buyers are liars. I got to tell you, know why they're liars? Because you asked them to lie. When I say present payment options or purchase options, what I mean is don't be asking them to lie how much they want to spend a month, how much money they want to put down, how much they want for their trade. Instead, avoid those questions altogether. When someone asks you about the price, don't worry about price. Price is the easiest part of my job. The hardest part is finding the right car for you. Once we select the vehicle that you're most interested in, we'll go inside. After you test drive it, I'll put the figures in front of you, and you decide whether or not you want to buy it. It's just that simple. The hardest part of my job is finding or helping you, assisting you in finding the right car. Now, you may know exactly what you want, Mr. and Mrs. Jones. I'm just curious as to why you want it. That's selling, man. Okay? So buyers aren't liars unless you ask them to lie. So let's get back to what I said. So the first step is meet and greet. Welcome to my dealership. My name's Gerry Gould. It's not my name's Gerry Gould. Welcome to my dealership. It's welcome to my dealership because that triggers in their mind that you're a nice guy. And it differentiates you from everybody else. Welcome to my dealership. My name's Gerry Gould. Are you here for sales or service? Oh, you're here for sales? Great. That gives me an opportunity to share some information with you. May I? Customer says, sure. All right, great. Let's go inside and you can tell me all about the car you want. Well, I really don't want to go inside. I know exactly what I want. Okay, what do you want? I want a Honda Accord. All right, let me take you over to Honda Accords. You do the needs assessment as you're walking over the Honda Accord, because eventually you're going to get them inside. Because you're going to have to get the keys. You're going to have to pull the car out of the line. You're going to have to show the car, and then you have to drive the car with them. And then you have to bring them back, and then they're going to get out of the car, and you look right at them and say, what do you think of the drive on a scale of 1 to 10? And they say it's a 9. Say, great, I bet you want the car. And they say, well, that all depends. And you know what it all depends on. And then you say to them, great, I know what it all depends on. Come on, let's go see the figures. That's how you manage the deal. So starts off with the meet and greet, goes into the needs assessment. Some of the questions that you should be asking, update your software. I tell veterans in the business, what attracted this particular vehicle? What inspired you to come by our dealerships? Oh, how about this one? What research have you done? Because we know that 80 to 90% of the customers that are sitting in front of you have done the research. So make sure you ask those 3 questions. Very important questions. How about the trade-in? What do you like least about the trade-in? Why are you in the market for a new car? These are questions that open up dialogue, that allow you to go further along in the sale. The challenge that most beginners in the business have is that no one's training them to do these things, and they don't know what to say. So the most logical question to the customer is, I know what you want. How much you want to spend? How much you want to put down? How much you want for your trade? That's not good. It's not going to get you anywhere, man. All right? Remember, meet and greet, needs assessment, ask those key critical questions that I shared with you. Don't turn a customer into a liar. Turn them into a buyer. Those are just some of the tips that I wanted to share with you. If you want more information on how to sell cars like crazy, all you got to do is go to prodprep.com. That's all you got to do. All right? Once again, my name's Gerry Gould. Until next time, go get them.